Hello again, everyone. Edwin Arnold back once again in this YouTube astrological segment. I'm going to be talking about the Midheaven square or opposition to South Node in the natal chart. Now, some of you may remember when I first started my YouTube astrology channel, I did a series on the aspects in the natal chart. They were a little bit concise, and some people may refer to them as snappy. So what I decided to do is make another series on them in which videos would be a little bit longer and more descriptive. So anyway, first thing up is you have the midheaven square or opposite the south node in the natal chart. Well, one way it may manifest is that the career, which is the midheaven, may not have been overly beneficial to your past, which is the south node, and I'll elaborate on that. It's like, the career, it doesn't mean, it wasn't auspicious at all necessarily, but, in that first half of your life, it may not have been, maybe it wasn't, as prominent, as it could have been, or in your life, or maybe it conflicted, maybe with people, activities, with those that were prominent, in your past, as an example. Now, if the midheaven, say, is in Capricorn, the career may be, one which involved a lot of planning, premeditation, one that you may have taken seriously. It may have also been, something that involves something Capricorn related, whether it could be architecture, construction, accounting, dentistry, masonry, information technology. It could have been, something with math, or it could have been something that involved timekeeping, as some examples. Now, also to the success, which is the midheaven, may not have been attained easily in that first half of life, which is the south node. Now, the thing about this is, if the midheaven, say, is in Sagittarius, success that you may try to attain may have been associated, publishing or advertising or printing press operations, sports, the outdoors, even camping, doing something with foreign travel, higher education, translation, college teaching, as some examples. And success in having the midheaven in Sagittarius, success may be, attained with more, exuberance, enthusiasm, and being, expansive energy as well. Also, too, these aspects can indicate having difficulty finding the ambition, which is the midheaven, doing what you're naturally proficient in, which is the south node. Now, if the, let's say, if the south node, is in Virgo, as an example, you may not be naturally proficient in, could be organizing, doing things that are detail-oriented, analysis, maybe something Virgo-related, whether it could be analytics, statistics, doing something data entry, health, diet, nutrition, working, it could be doing something with cleaning or sanitation, or something that involves organization, such as being a professional organizer, as some examples. And also, too, you may have trouble balancing activities that are associated with the livelihood, which is midheaven, and things that you are naturally good at, which is the south node. One may conflict or clash with the other. So if you have, say, the south node in Libra, as an example, things you're naturally good at may involve, actually involve balance, doing things that are refined or artistic, arbitration, negotiation, even human resources as a profession, as some examples. And also, too, the same may apply to matters with the dominant parent, which is often the father, being the midheaven, and those that may have played an integral role in your past, which is the south node. So the activities with one may clash or conflict with the other. Now, if you have, let's say, if the midheaven is in Aries, as an example, the the dominant parent, which is often the father, may actually be an Aries sun, moon, or ascendant person, or simply embody the characteristics of the sign to be someone that's militant, combative, aggressive, assertive, ardent, forceful, courageous, impatient, impetuous, impulsive as well. And also to the dominant parent, older people, and authority figures, which is midheaven, may not be advantageous in terms of the expression of your natural built-in abilities, which is the south node. It doesn't mean they're necessarily overly detrimental in those matters. It could be, but it could also be where they're just not, around, in terms of the encouragement of those, the expression of those natural built-in abilities. Now, if the South Node is in Taurus, as an example, natural built-in abilities could simply be connected with generating income, having good financial acumen. It may, involve matters with self-reliance, accumulating possessions, resources. It could involve doing something Taurus-related, whether it could be geology, carpet laying, architecture, agriculture, farming, cultivation. It could involve banking, finance, art, or music as some examples. Now, also, too, the overdeveloped and redundant qualities one may have, which is the South Node, it's more likely to have an adverse effect on one's public image and reputation, which is midheaven. Now, if the South Node is in Virgo, as an example, overdeveloped and redundant qualities can include over-analysis, such as seeing the Dwad within the Dwad in an astrological placement. It could, South Node in Aquarius could just simply be trying to be unique for the sake of being unique, doing things in an unorthodox manner for the sake of doing, just for the sake of doing it. South Node in Libra may balance things, so to speak, with such precision, where it just, where the person just simply going overboard and doing so. Now, also, to superiors, which is the midheaven, may not be auspicious in terms of what you need to leave behind, which is the South Node. It could be at just activities with superiors may conflict, with you trying to leave behind certain, qualities, if you're trying to, put certain energy on leaving behind something in your life, the superiors, and maybe they have, such as authority figures, they may be giving you too much to do, as an example, and you're not able to devote the time to do the things connected with what you need to leave behind, again, which is the South Node. Now, if the South Node is in the zodiac sign Cancer, as an example, it could be trying to leave behind, it could be something family or home related. Maybe there's some kind of introverted quality, overly introverted qualities, or, clinging to something, being overly, dependent. As some examples, sensitivity issues. It could also be, another way that these aspects may manifest in the natal chart is that people prominent in your past, which is the South Node, may not be in agreement with those qualities that are difficult to suppress, which is the midheaven. Now, if the midheaven is in Pisces, as an example, there may be, altruistic, compassionate, sacrificing, idealistic qualities one may have that's difficult to hold back and suppress, but there can also be unrealistic, very dreamy, confused qualities as well. The person, may show some kind of ambivalence or confusion, and that, the people prominent ones past may, have trouble, really being in agreement with, as an example, And also, too, in a past life, for those in respect to those that believe in this, past lives are connected to the South Node. You may have been someone, that did not readily flourish in business, social status, and attaining greater stature in life, which is the Midheaven. Now, if the Midheaven is in Gemini, as an example, one may have attempted to attain greater stature in life and social status through some communications field, whether it be data or satellite communications, reporting, journalism, writing, or doing something with manual dexterity, which can include auto or refrigeration mechanics as some examples. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Leonard saying, stay well.